Hey guys, Buffett Game back today, bringing you our video, and today we're covering a game that I've been keeping my eye on since last year when I believe it was brought to my attention by you guys in the community, and I was checking out some live streams here. Game is called Direct Contact. This is going to be a PC game exclusively for what I know now. It's developed by an indie studio, very small development group, if not just one developer. I'm not really sure on the development team size. But this game is basically we're going to go through this today. You'll see the gameplay in the background from the developer diary, as well as some footage from Glid Gaming's YouTube channel, where they go through hands-on this game quite a bit and test it. And they have some really good operations there as well. So I will link both of those channels down below. We have the Direct Contact YouTube channel, as well as Glid Gaming down below. I'll link them also for you guys to check out. Now, this game is going to be released in February 2023 for, I believe it's the pre-alpha type build, or the in-process build, where you'll be able to get your hands on it and help essentially test it. So it's early access is really what it's going to be, I believe, in February of 2023. Now, this game, modern military, very grounded, realistic game here. And you'll see them go through all this in the background footage here, but definitely check out this developer diary video, which I'll put the direct link to this video itself also down below, as well as the YouTube channels. But this video itself, you'll see in the background, they go through and just discuss everything in the game, all the features that we'll discuss here as well. So about the game, Direct Contact is an authentic warfare first-person tactical realism experience, which is right up my alley. This is something I'm definitely looking forward to for sure. Most weapons of the game are same specs as each classification in today's world, making most modern combat asymmetrical, which is going to be really good for this game. Direct Contact is a team-based game of special forces groups worldwide. The enemy will communicate with other enemies to actively try and flank and kill you. We focus on many disciplines of military tactics, from intense CQB situations, considering room shapes and layout entry methods, and mid to long range tactics. So mission intensity. So there's a lot of different features in this game, which is going to make this, in my opinion, a long lasting game that's going to have a lot of stay power. And I think they're definitely filling a niche in the gaming market for this. So hopefully this is something eventually, with the success, once it reaches completion, maybe we'll see this rolled out to consoles as well for next gen. So the mission of the Direct Contact range is intensity. Players who have to use everything in their arsenal to succeed: weaponry, clothing, player placement, tactics, breaching charges, calculation, and plan. Direct Contact has real life action in one place. If a shot is fired and it hits a wall or the floor, the bullet can ricochet back as a reaction and hit you. The bullet has real-life velocity and drop. Now, there's a lot of features in this game, like air support, and you'll see in a lot of videos, if you check them out on the Direct Contact channel, as well as Glid Gaming, they go through and call in a lot of these. And I just have to say, the visuals of the air support coming in for A-10s and the F-18, different types of bombs you can have them drop, looks awesome. This is developed on Unreal Engine 4, and I want to say they're updating to Unreal Engine 5. Don't quote me on that, but I thought I saw recent information or footage stating it was being ported to Unreal Engine 5. But I'm not sure about that. Don't quote me. But definitely Unreal Engine 4 or 5. And honestly, the way this game looks, it really shows how great that engine is. It's just beautiful looking game all around. Very high def, very, very realistic looking game for sure. So with the airstrikes in the air support, the explosion in our game are almost photorealistic, is what they're saying here, which when you watch this airstrike footage, and again, there's footage out there on their YouTube channel and Glid Gaming's YouTube channel, where they go through the different types of air support, not only planes you can call in, like F-18s, A-10s, etc., but the different ordnance that they will drop, and it looks amazing. So you'll be able to call in airstrikes from Eurofighter, F-18, A-10 Warthog, and the Sequoia Su-25 with a laser guidance munitions, or even bomb that you have to locate and call in yourself while enemies are actively hunting you down to kill you. When the plane fires the missile bay ejector on the jet releases the missile from the wing missile bay. So again, the attention to detail, very, very realistic there. They also have a breaching door mechanic here, so there's a lot of the footage you'll see is assaulting safe houses, different buildings, things like that. So with the breaching door mechanic, the game design keeps in mind a hostile territory where doors are not always open. Before attacking and crossing the door, you continually monitor the surrounding situation. You'll always take a look around and peek to move safely to attack your enemy at the right time. The doors are designed and made functional so players can be able to breach them when required. Peek the door or open the entire door to attack your enemies. You can also kick the door down. So basically every type of breaching mechanic you would want to see for doors. You can blow them off the hinges if you want. Different types of breach mechanics. You can peek it, throw a flash grenade in there, and then kick through and breach that way. So again, really up to team play here. And again, you'll see a lot of the gameplay, especially over at Glid Gaming, is all basically 4-player co-op. So this is going to be a game that you can play with your buddies, and it looks a lot of fun. This reminds me a lot of like kind of similar to like Ground Branch as far as the team play mechanic, but this looks visually in I guess more in depth and much more of a wide variety of different gameplay as well with this game, Direct Contact. So next up, highly detailed battlefields. Defeat your enemy on highly rich detailed battlefields stretching over a large area. So again, the different gameplay you'll see in the footage in the back. Definitely, I encourage you guys to look up this game on YouTube and just look at the different maps. They have shooting ranges, things like that. Everything looks beautiful, and it's definitely shaping up to be a very beautiful looking game for certain. So another thing here is interact with your enemies. There is a proper system in Direct Contact which determines the enemy's game style. The players can interact with the enemy characters, put them under pressure, and surround them from all sides as a form of a fear system to deter your enemies and change their play style. You can also arrest your enemies. So again, if there's like an HVT or somebody you need intel from, if you look at like games like Ghost Recon Wildlands, Breakpoint, you'd be able to like kind of detain your enemy and get information out of them. So arrest your enemy. Once the enemy has surrendered, you have the option to arrest the surrendering enemy. For example, you can not put a random citizen and stop him under arrest. A civilian will be smart enough to prove that he's not the culprit. So again, that kind of reminds me a little bit of Ground Branch as well, where you're going to go in and detain or arrest individuals as well. So that's actually really cool mechanic, especially given the large area of these maps and the battlefields. Next up, for the weapons. So for weapons, how hard an object is will define whether a bullet would ricochet, go straight through, or even change direction. Your character will be severely affected in weapon handling, considering the injury to a character. It still takes time for you to heal, shoot, and get down when you get hit. A friend will have to heal you up. And again, there's a lot of mechanics here, like stamina systems, so you can't just constantly sprint. You'll have to heal, things like that. Similar to like more realistic games like maybe Sandstorm, Tarkov, etc. With built-in mechanics to the gameplay to deter, again, ground it in reality, right? Deter abusive type gameplay. This is supposed to be a very tactical, realistic type shooter. And then we move on to the goal of the game. So our goal of the game is an immersive, intensive, tactical, team-based game player experience, which again, exactly the game I think a lot of us are looking for on a wide scale. So not just PC. Hopefully down the road, if this game is a success, it is ported to next-gen consoles would be great. Down to the sounds, animation of your weapons, we want them to be accurate as possible. We go into such detail, the game could focus on bullet physics. We also get honest advice from real veterans about tactics, sound of weapons, actions, and holding and firing your guns. So then they have a mature content disclaimer here. Again, Glid Gaming is basically a veteran-run channel, so the guys that run that over there definitely served, and they do a lot of hands-on. So I'm pretty sure they're the ones providing a lot of this feedback to the developers of this game as far as real-world experience. But let me know what you guys think. Again, I encourage you to check out not only Direct Contact's YouTube channel, but definitely Glid or Glid, however you pronounce it. I'm probably not doing it correctly. It's hard to. I looked at some of their videos a lot in the past. I watched them a lot, but never. I only hear them say Glid, so hopefully I'm saying that right. But they have a lot of great gameplay showing off this game, and a lot of different situations with different type of missions, different environments. There's like desert, winter maps, a wide variety of gameplay here. So I definitely encourage you guys to go ahead and check that out for sure. And again, a lot of the gameplay, this is supposed to be really realistic, very realistic. And if you play this, if you get a group of friends here and play the same, again, like I said, it reminds me a lot of Ground Bridge, but on a much, much, much larger scale and even better graphics because it's running on the UE, Unreal Engine 4 or 5. Everything looks very realistic. How you can tack out your weapons, you can edit the weapon customization, you can edit the way your character's looking, and again, a lot of the gameplay that you'll see out there, specifically on Glid Gaming's YouTube channel, shows off a lot of this for the direct contact content. So I encourage you guys to go through and kind of look at all this. They also have something like a shoot house type range where you would go through the course, things like that, just like many of you may have remembered from Call of Duty Modern Warfare COD 4. Again, the shoot house type thing where you're running through that test range, engaging targets, things like that, to get you used to the mechanics. And again, it just looks awesome. Everything's very realistic. The optics, the recoil on the weapons, everything looks great. This is a very realistic tactical military style shooter. So this is right up my alley. I'm definitely looking forward to playing this, and definitely going to be getting my hands on the earliest release build for this if it does stay to the February 2023 timeline. So let me know down below what you guys think of this game. This is Direct Contact right now, supposedly only for PC. But again, once they reach a final product, who knows if they could get this thing over to next-gen consoles. Would be huge for sales. Because again, we've been talking about this for a while on the channel. Console players are dying for games like this. So this looks like something, especially on the Unreal Engine 5, something that could indeed make its way to console somewhere down the road. But stay tuned. Follow the channels down below for Direct Contact's channel as well as Glid Gaming. And I'll definitely be covering it here. And I'm sure we'll be covering it over on the Scopes YouTube channel for our weekly podcast coming up as well. So, till next time, let me know what you guys think down below of Direct Contact. Till next time, Buffer Gaming, out.